Hey y'all. So I wanted to come on and do a quick video because I received a message from spirit, source, God, whatever you believe in. It don't even matter because we're not even judging over here. But I wanted to share with y'all because some people might not understand what as above, so below means, or as within, so without means. And I wanted to give y'all like a representation of what that means, and how spirit brought it to me during meditation yesterday. I'm filming this on the new moon in Virgo, so yeah, it is what it is. But y'all seen that tree that I just showed you? So the way spirit brought it to me was that the tree is the best, one of the best representations as within, so without, and as below, so above, or you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. So yeah. And the reason why that is because literally the roots in the ground, okay, mimic the branches of the tree as it grows up. And if you don't understand, it's like, okay, you can't see the roots in the ground, but we all know what tree roots look like, okay? But what you can see is you can see the branches, and you can see the little branches branching off of the main branches. That's how the roots look in the ground, okay? Minus the pine needles or the leaves or the fruits or the vegetation, whatever that is, right? So in the ground, the roots are being nourished by the soil, by what's in there from Mother Earth, Gaia. And it doesn't grow leaves or anything down there, but what it does is it soaks up nutrients. It soaks up the things that it needs to flourish, to grow, so that when it is sprouting up and it does mature to a certain level, it sprouts the fruits, the leaves, the pine needles, whatever it is that it needs to sprout in the physical form, okay? And this is important because basically Source is saying what you feed yourself, those things that are hidden that you cannot see, those are the things that are helping you grow. Like, we can't see all the nutrients that the tree roots are soaking up. So for instance, if you're doing self-development work, self-love, spiritual, whatever it is for you, whatever you're working on, you might not be able to see how that's impacting your internal being, but eventually when you grow and you start branching out and it's time to blossom, you'll see what type of fruit you're bearing, you'll see what type of leaves you're bearing. And this is why spirit was giving me the message that a tree is the most beautiful representation of as above, so below, and as within, so without. One of the most. It's not the most. It's just one of the most. Like, so mind what you're feeding your body, mind what you're feeding your soul, mind what you're feeding your mind, okay? Because that's going to determine how you look when you're sprouting up, when you're growing, when you're maturing, when you are becoming a tree, when you are bearing fruit, when you are bearing leaves, whatever the case may be. And also when it's time, know the seasons have things to do with it. Know that when we're talking about as above, so below, and as within, so without, know that there are seasons with that. Divine timing, there's levels to this. So in the winter, you may not be bearing any leaves, fruit, or pine needles, depending on what type of tree you are. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you might just be soaking up nutrients. You might just be allowing yourself to do the necessary work to grow within, like the tree, during the winter, the roots are probably growing longer and deeper and branching out, and they're nourishing other plants and stuff around it. So when you don't see any fruit on your tree or any leaves or whatever, that might be the time that you need to focus more on nourishing your inner garden, nourishing your inner roots, okay? So that when spring comes, what does come to blossom is stuff that you want to blossom, okay? And just know that it's seasons to this shit. Like they say, it's levels to it, it's seasons to this shit. Like, I just love nature so much. But yeah, it's seasons to this, okay? Like your time is coming, but you gotta be able to know what time it is in your own life, okay? What time is it? As we're transitioning right now. Virgo is a transitional sign. That's why it's mutable. It transitions us from summer to fall, okay? So we're in a transition right now. So we're transitioning into fall. So use that to your advantage, okay? While we still have this time frame, plant some more seeds, do some more inner work. This is the time, okay? Because there's still time for your tree to bear some fruit, okay? But know that we're in this transitional time as well. So you might have to wait till spring again, if that makes sense. That's why we live that's why living cyclically, or according to the moon phase or whatever, is sometimes a good way to understand the phase in which you are in at your life, okay? So I hope that this helped somebody understand that as within, so without, as below, so above, or as above, so below. It don't matter how you say it. You know what I mean? I hope that this helped, because it certainly helped me when Spirit was like, okay, I need you to talk about this. I talked about this in my tarot video that I did for the new moon in Virgo. So if you're interested, go back and look at that. It's a timeless message, so it doesn't matter that it says new moon in Virgo. You can still watch it. And for those of you that are interested, I posted it in my community tab on YouTube, so just go there, or hit the link in the description box. But yeah, that's, Virgo season. We're getting Virgos. They have a very close connection with Mother Earth, in my opinion. Those are the people we often see in the healthcare field. We see them as planters, growers. We see them as botanists, owning apothecaries, people that just love plants and nurturing things. They know what they're doing, and that's why Spirit gave me this reference, okay, these people need to understand, it's what you're doing that people might not necessarily see, that you might not necessarily see, that you're doing, that's creating your outer reality, okay? So that's all I have for y'all. Enjoy this vibe, enjoy these views that I'm going to put in this video, and I love each and every one of you. As always, peace and love. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.